How is it going? Okay, just want to make sure this is straight. My beautiful flowers back there. So happy about them. All right, hi, how's it going? It's a lovely Tuesday afternoon. The sun is shining, and I thought I would do a little live video. I want to talk about a couple things that I've been thinking about and some little things that I've been talking to you guys on comments about. And I also want to introduce you to my brand new ebook that I wrote and tell you a little bit about it. It's free, by the way, and you can get it at my website. I'll get into that in just a second, but I thought it would be fun to start this live video with one of my favorite quotes. This is actually on the homepage of my website, and it's from Dr. Michael Greger, and it says, "The most ethical diet just so happens to be the most environmentally sound diet, and just so happens to be the healthiest diet." And of course, he's talking about a plant-based diet and a vegan diet, and it's just such a great thing. I've been talking to a lot of people lately about what is the best vegan diet, and so I'll get into that in just a little bit, but I do want to say hi guys, hi, thanks for watching. I do want to say that I think that there's a lot of people out there who have been influencers in the vegan community and have now recently renounced being vegan, and I think that to each their own, right? Everybody's allowed to make their own decisions, but for myself, I will always be vegan. I have been vegan for almost 10 years now, and I feel the best on a vegan diet, and so that's why I'm really passionate about sharing how to have a vegan diet in your life and what to do and recipes to come across and all those kinds of things. So let me tell you a little bit about my ebook. This is the ebook. I'm just going to show it on my computer. I hope you guys can see without any glare. It's called A Plant-Based Life, Whole Foods, Radiant Health, A Better Planet. And how do I turn? There we go. So I've just got, let me just give you a little backstory. So the reason I started writing this book, I didn't have any intention of actually making a cookbook to share with everybody, but my dad was having some health problems, and I knew that he was eating really poorly, and I knew that a lot of the symptoms he was having he could heal with food. How did I know this? Because I've done a ton of research. I have a certificate in plant-based nutrition, and a lot of the things that I learned in that certification were that you can heal lifestyle diseases with food. Now, people get crazy when you say you can heal cancer with food. You can most certainly prevent it. You can most certainly lessen the results if you feel like you have, if you do have cancer, you can definitely reduce the cancer. Some people have even healed cancer completely by changing to a plant-based diet, and I think that's amazing. If you have diabetes, or if you're trying to prevent diabetes, nutrition, also plant-based foods can really reverse diabetes. They can reverse and improve heart problems, heart conditions, coronary heart disease, any kind of heart disease, cancer, diabetes, prediabetes, all those lifestyle diseases that really come from like what we eat and just not putting the proper fuel in our bodies. Our bodies are our temples. They're our means to be moving around in this world, right? So I think, why not feed them the best so that you're running on premium fuel and you're doing your body a service so that you can go and do whatever it is that you've been called to do in this life, or whatever it is that you want to follow your dreams, all that kind of stuff. So back to my dad. Like I said, he was having some health issues, and he was thinking about going on a ton more medicine, going the conventional route, and I was like, Dad, I know without a shadow of a doubt, if you change your diet, you will relieve the symptoms that you're having. And with a little bit of hemming and hawing and a little bit of resistance, he ended up doing it. And I happened to, it was about the time that there was this webinar by Robbie and Cyrus, I think it was called, oh gosh, it was something about diabetes, like reversing diabetes with food. So I had him listen to all of that, so he kind of got some idea that it wasn't just his daughter trying to tell him what to do. Powdered butt syndrome, parents never want to listen to what their kids have to say, I feel. And so he was like, okay, all these other people have changed, I see that there's changes, and I was like, let me write you out some things that you can make, because his biggest thing was like, well, I have to travel for work, and how am I supposed to make these things on the road, or what do I make if I'm at home? It needs to be simple. I don't want to make like all your recipes, you know, I don't want it to be like some hoopla. It just needs to be simple and easy. So that's why I started writing this stuff. And I started showing him how to eat simply and eat on a plant-based diet in a really easy way that anybody can do if you cook or you don't. And he started seeing a huge difference in his health. The symptoms went away. He went and got checked at the doctors and all his blood was good. Any signs of what he was dealing with, he was kind of like in the pre-stage of it, gone, reversed, prevented by changing your diet. Like what? That is mind-blowing. I absolutely love that, and why I'm so passionate about eating a vegan diet for your health. I think that there's really no other way. Like this is what we're made to eat, you know? Plants grow in the ground, fruit grows on trees. Like this is real food. This is what we're meant to eat. We're not meant to eat processed garbage things that were made in a lab, cheeseburgers that will stay alive for 25 years from now. You know what I mean? Like those fake foods, things that come in boxes, okay, you have them every once in a while, whatever. But if that is what your whole diet consists of, you're gonna run into health problems. So I started making these recipes for my dad, and I just thought, let me just throw together a few recipes. And when I saw that he had such a dramatic change in his health, I was like, how can I not share this with people? I really want to do a free ebook. I want everybody to have access to something like this, at least to start out. Like if people are coming and they see something like this and they kind of understand the why behind why they would want to change their diet, then yes, awesome. I absolutely want to help anybody. If I meet you or if I don't meet you, if I meet you in person or if you're online and I meet you that way, or if you never talk to me and you never comment and you never subscribe, at least you can at least get a little bit of information and a little bit of recipes. So that was how I started writing this book. So I've got in this some introduction. I've got a section on why you should go vegan, and why going whole foods, plant-based vegan, so like real foods, not processed foods. I feel like right now in this day and age, there's a lot of veganism and people are like shooting up eating more and more of a vegan diet, but there's also more processed vegan food than there's ever been. There's more vegan junk food than there's ever been. So I talk a little bit about why it's good for us to stick to whole food sources. So fruits and lots of vegetables, leafy greens, grains and nuts and seeds and healthy whole fats like avocados and coconuts, and keeping your diet primarily whole food based. And so then I talk about what all that means, and I give some information on why you should avoid meat and dairy, and how that kind of meat and dairy really do amp up the acne, they amp up the disease, they amp up the allergies, they amp up so many things in our life. You know, people, not millions of years ago, but thousands of years ago, were eating meat, if they had it, as like only a 5% of their diet. It was a very small portion. And when you have a really small portion of meat in your diet, your body can handle it. But when you're eating sausage for breakfast and you're eating chicken for lunch and you're having eggs as your snack and you're having beef at dinner, you're gonna run into health problems sooner or later. It's just a matter of time. So then I go into why I believe, and why a lot of the people who I've studied under believe that you should not have oil. And I go into where to get your protein, and I go into why I believe, and the people that I've studied under believe, it's best to keep it low fat and organic. And I give you lots of information here to stay motivated, like different documentaries and websites and books to watch. I give you a replacement table. So like instead of oil, you can fry with water or vegetable broth or vinegar or beer. I give you, basically this whole page here is just replacements, which I think is really helpful if you're just embarking on a vegan diet. And then I've got hyperlinks all through here to different products that I've tried and used, and different recipes that I've used for replacements. And then I go into some recipes. I've got some green juice and some alive oats, avocado loaded toast, an oil-free roasted red pepper hummus, which is actually really good. I've tried so many disgusting oil-free hummuses and made so many gross hummuses trying to find the perfect balance, and this one is really good. It turned out good. And then I've got a mango pico de gallo. Oh my gosh, I just ate this last night. It's so good, so good. And I've got 3 dressings, salad dressings to try that are really easy to make and you can make in bulk. Raw, not raw, but creamy tomato soup that you can make in the blender. I've got a loaded sandwich, applesauce homemade, which is so yummy, nice cream, which probably a lot of you have made, but it's such a great thing. You can eat as much ice cream as you want because it's just bananas and water and maybe or a little bit of like plant milk, so you're not going to overdose on bananas. And I've got this really easy, quick hot soup and lentil curry and tips throughout and a chunky marinara. And yeah, and there's my dad. I just did a little dedication to him. So please, if you're interested, go and check out this ebook. I want as many people as can have it to have it. It's free. Take advantage of it. Just go to www.veganmichelle.com. Michelle is spelled with 1 L, just like it is on my YouTube channel. So I really want you guys to take advantage of it. I'm proud of it, and I think it's a great starter kit, especially if you're new to like wanting to try to eat plant-based or eat vegan and you don't really know where to start. I think it's a great place to start. So yeah, something else I wanted to touch on. I've been getting a lot of comments and going through a lot of discussions on a really old video, my 80-10-10 video. I'll link it down in the description as well. And a lot of people saying that, you know, it's not a great way to eat and that you're gonna gain weight. But here's what I want you to think about. If you've watched that video and you have read the comments, then you know that there's a lot of people saying that they don't believe in that way of eating. But if you look at the people in the world, in the blue zones, who have lived the longest, who live the best lives and the longest lives, they are eating 95 to 100% plant-based. They are eating mostly whole grains, unprocessed, leafy greens, fruits, vegetables, lots and lots of vegetables in these communities, nuts and seeds, and they are thriving. So why would you not want to live your best life and live your longest life and live to the best of your ability to be able to go and do whatever the heck you want? So those are the things that I am basing what I choose to do off of, as well as science. Of course, like T. Colin Campbell, Caldwell Esselstyn, Neil Bernard, so many doctors and scientists out there have proven that this is such a healthy way to live. Why would you not want to live that way? But the upside, the good thing, is that if you don't want to eat a vegan diet that way, you don't have to. There's so many ways that you can have a vegan diet, and I just think this is the healthiest. This is what I thrive on and what I feel best on, keeping it high carb, coming from fruits and vegetables and whole grain sources and legumes, and keeping it on the lower fat side. But if that's not for you, then have a little bit more fat. Do your thing. Do your research. I think the most important thing is to do your research, and you know, whatever it is that you feel is going to work best for you, you got to stick with that. And that is as simple as that. I'm not trying to convert or push anybody to be in my way, but there's results behind it. I've talked to so many people who've seen a difference in their health, a difference in their weight, and I've worked with people, personal coaching clients, who've seen a big difference in their weight, and this really works. So that's that. Do with it what you will. What else do I want to say? Yeah, I think actually that is everything that I want to say. Yeah, I'm not here to attack anybody. I'm just here to show some vegan love, show some recipes that are possible. And I personally will be vegan for the rest of my life. I wish that I had found it sooner, and I'm so happy to be vegan, to be raising my son vegan, and that I've been a positive influence on my husband, my parents, my friends. I have so many friends who've gone vegan, and I think it's something that's really wonderful for everybody's health, for the environment, for the animals, for all those things that I summed up at the beginning in that one Michael Greger quote. It's just good. It's good all around. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little live video. What are you up to today? It's really beautiful here. This is my favorite time of year. It's summer. Get to be outside so much, get some sunshine, and I hope that you have a wonderful day, whatever it is that you're doing, and go get the free ebook, veganmichelle.com, subscribe, get the free ebook, and start making some things, and hashtag me or tag me on Instagram if you make the recipes, because I love to see when you guys send me those hashtags and everything like that. Okay, have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.